1. A can of soup. 2. A jar of jam. 3. A bottle of ketchup. 4. A box of cereal. 5. A bag of flour. 6. A loaf of white bread. 7. 2 loaves of whole wheat bread. 8. A bunch of bananas. 9. A head of lettuce. 10. A dozen eggs. 11. A pint of ice cream. 12. A quart of orange juice. 13. A gallon of milk. 14. A pound of meat. 15. A half pound of cheese. Do we need anything from the supermarket? Listen to the model.
Do we need anything from the supermarket?
Yes, we need a loaf of bread.
A loaf of bread?
Yes.
Anything else?
No, just a loaf of bread.
Do exercises 1 through 9. You will hear the correct line after you speak. 1. We'll begin.
Do we need anything from the supermarket?
Yes. We need a box of cereal.
A box of cereal?
Yes.
Anything else?
No. Just a box of cereal.
2. We'll begin.
Do we need anything from the supermarket?
Yes, we need a jar of jam.
A jar of jam?
Yes.
Anything else?
No, just a jar of jam.
3. We'll begin.
Do we need anything from the supermarket?
Yes, we need a bottle of ketchup.
A bottle of ketchup?
Yes.
Anything else?
No, just a bottle of ketchup.
4. We'll begin.
Do we need anything from the supermarket? Yes, we need a bunch of bananas. A bunch of bananas? Yes. Anything else? No, just a bunch of bananas.
5. We'll begin.
Do we need anything from the supermarket?
Yes, we need a can of soup.
A can of soup?
Yes.
Anything else?
No, just a can of soup.
Six. We'll begin.
Do we need anything from the supermarket?
Yes. We need 2 loaves of whole wheat bread.
2 loaves of whole wheat bread?
Yes.
Anything else?
No. Just 2 loaves of whole wheat bread.
7. You begin.
Do we need anything from the supermarket?
Yes. We need a bag of flour.
A bag of flour?
Yes.
Anything else?
No. Just a bag of flour.
8. You begin.
Do we need anything from the supermarket?
Yes. We need a quart of orange juice.
A quart of orange juice?
Yes.
Anything else?
No, just a quart of orange juice.
9. You begin.
Do we need anything from the supermarket?
Yes. We need a gallon of milk.
A gallon of milk?
Yes.
Anything else?
No. Just a gallon of milk.
A jar of jam, a bunch of grapes, a pound of ham, side by side.
Do we need anything from the supermarket?
Yes, we need a loaf of bread.
A loaf of bread?
Yes.
Anything else?
No, just a loaf of bread.
Okay, see you soon.
Bye, honey.
What are you writing, Dad?
A shopping list. I'm going to the supermarket. Is there anything special you want me to get?
What's on the list so far, Dad?
Just a can of beans.
Well, we need a jar of jam.
Can you get a bottle of soda?
Sure. What kind, Rosa?
Coke or Pepsi. It doesn't matter.
All right. What else?
We need some cereal, Dad.
Okay, Jose, a box of cereal.
We also need a bag of flour.
And we need some bread, Dad. Can you get a loaf of white bread and 2 loaves of whole wheat bread?
Sure. And I'm going to get a bunch of bananas and 2 bunches of carrots.
Good idea, Dad.
We also need a head of lettuce.
All right.
And can you get a pound of butter and maybe a half pound of cheese?
Okay.
We need another quart of milk, Dad.
All right.
And a dozen eggs.
Okay. Anything else?
No, that's it.
I can't think of anything else.
Okay, let me see if I have everything here. That's a can of beans, a jar of jam, a bottle of soda, a box of cereal, a bag of flour, a loaf of white bread, 2 loaves of whole wheat bread, a bunch of bananas, 2 bunches of carrots, a head of lettuce, a pound of butter and a half pound of cheese, a quart of milk and a dozen eggs. Is that it?
That's everything, Dad.
Okay, I'll see you kids later.
That's a pretty long shopping list, Dad. Do you want me to go with you?
Sure, Jose, I'd love it.
I'm not busy right now, Dad. I can go too.
Great.
Let's go. shopping, 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 shopping.
We need a loaf of bread.
And a jar of jam.
A box of cookies.
And a pound of ham.
A bottle of ketchup.
A pound of cheese.
A dozen eggs.
And a can of peas.
A head of lettuce.
Half a pound of rice. A bunch of bananas. And a bag of ice. Shopping, 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 shopping.
How much does a head of lettuce cost?
95 cents.
95 cents? That's a lot of money.
You're right. Lettuce is very expensive this week.
How much does a pound of apples cost?
$1.25.
$1.25? That's a lot of money.
You're right. Apples are very expensive this week.
Shoppers everywhere in town are upset about the high price of food. A trip to the supermarket is very expensive these days. I'm here at the Stop and Save supermarket on Central Avenue, and I'm talking with a typical customer. What do you think about the price of food these days?
Food is very expensive.
How do you feel about that?
I'm upset. I'm really upset. I just bought a few things at the supermarket, and I can't believe how much I spent.
How much did you spend?
About $28.
$28? That's a lot of money.
You bet it is.
What did you buy for $28?
Just a few things.
Tell you what, could you show us what you bought?
Sure.
Here, let me hold the bags and you can show us. Okay, let's see. We have a loaf of bread.
Yes, it's a loaf of white bread.
Okay, and this looks like some cheese.
Yes, it's a pound of Swiss cheese.
All right, and, oh, what is this? Margarine?
It's a pound of butter.
Okay, oh, and I see we have a bunch of carrots.
That's right.
And, oh, here's some milk.
Yes, it's a quart of milk.
And, do you drink a lot of milk?
Yes, I drink a quart of milk every day.
Are you okay there?
Yes, I'm fine.
Oh. And here's a bottle of soda.
That's right.
And what's this?
That's a few pounds of oranges.
Ah, and what is this?
A bag of onions.
And what do we have here?
Oh, a dozen eggs. Oops.
Oh, gee, you dropped the eggs.
I guess I did.
Sorry about that. As you can see, the typical shopper is very upset about the price of food these days. When a bag of groceries costs $28, you know that food is very expensive. Reporting from the Stop and Save supermarket on Central Avenue, this is consumer reporter Maxine Baxter for Side by Side TV News.
Nothing to eat for dinner. Listen.
Joan got home late from work today, and she was very hungry. When she opened the refrigerator, she was upset. There was nothing to eat for dinner. Joan sat down and made a shopping list. She needed a head of lettuce, a bunch of carrots, a quart of milk, a dozen eggs, 2 pounds of tomatoes, half a pound of chicken, and a loaf of bread. Joan rushed out of the house and drove to the supermarket. When she got there, she was very disappointed. There wasn't any lettuce. There weren't any carrots. There wasn't any milk. There weren't any eggs. There weren't any tomatoes. There wasn't any chicken, and there wasn't any bread. Joan was tired and upset. In fact, she was so tired and upset that she lost her appetite, drove home, didn't have dinner, and went to bed.
What would you like? Listen to the first model.
What would you like for dessert? I can't decide. What do you recommend? I recommend our chocolate ice cream. Everybody says it's delicious. Okay. Please give me a dish of chocolate ice cream.
Listen to the second model.
What would you like for breakfast?
I can't decide. What do you recommend?
I recommend our scrambled eggs. Everybody says they're out of this world.
Okay. Please give me an order of scrambled eggs. Do exercises 1 through 7. You will hear the correct line after you speak. We'll begin. 1.
What would you like for lunch?
I can't decide. What do you recommend?
I recommend our chicken soup. Everybody says it's delicious.
Okay. Please give me a bowl of chicken soup.
2.
What would you like for breakfast?
I can't decide. What do you recommend?
I recommend our pancakes. Everybody says they're very good.
Okay. Please give me an order of pancakes.
3.
What would you like for dessert?
I can't decide. What do you recommend?
I recommend our apple pie. Everybody says it's excellent.
Okay. Please give me a piece of apple pie.
4.
What would you like to drink? I can't decide. What do you recommend?
I recommend our milk. Everybody says it's wonderful.
Okay. Please give me a glass of milk.
5.
What would you like for dessert?
I can't decide. What do you recommend?
I recommend our strawberries. Everybody says they're fantastic.
Okay. Please give me a bowl of strawberries.
6. What would you like to drink?
I can't decide. What do you recommend?
I recommend our hot chocolate. Everybody says it's magnificent.
Okay. Please give me a cup of hot chocolate.
7.
What would you like for dessert?
I can't decide. What do you recommend?
I recommend our vanilla ice cream. Everybody says it's out of this world.
Okay. Please give me a dish of vanilla ice cream.
At the Continental Restaurant. Listen. Yesterday was Sherman and Dorothy Johnson's 35th wedding anniversary. They went to the Continental Restaurant for dinner. This restaurant is a very special place for Sherman and Dorothy because they went there on their first date 36 years ago. Sherman and Dorothy sat at a quiet, romantic table in the corner. They looked at the menu and then they ordered dinner. For an appetizer, Dorothy ordered a bowl of vegetable soup, and Sherman ordered a glass of tomato juice. For the main course, Dorothy ordered baked chicken with rice, and Sherman ordered broiled fish with potatoes. For dessert, Dorothy ordered a piece of apple pie, and Sherman ordered a bowl of strawberries. Sherman and Dorothy enjoyed their dinner very much. The soup was delicious, and the tomato juice was fresh. The chicken was wonderful, and the rice was tasty. The fish was fantastic, and the potatoes were excellent. The apple pie was magnificent, and the strawberries were out of this world. Sherman and Dorothy had a wonderful evening at the Continental Restaurant. It was a very special anniversary.
Piece of pie, a cup of tea. Would you have dessert with me? Side by side.
What would you like for dessert?
I can't decide. What do you recommend?
I recommend our chocolate ice cream. Everybody says it's delicious.
Okay. Please give me a dish of chocolate ice cream.
What would you like for breakfast?
I can't decide. What do you recommend?
I recommend our scrambled eggs. Everybody says they're out of this world.
Okay, please give me an order of scrambled eggs.
Well, is everybody ready for some dessert?
Are you gonna have dessert? I don't know. How about you?
I'm not sure. Let's see what they have. What do you have for dessert today?
We have some fantastic desserts today. You can have a piece of apple pie, a piece of blueberry pie, a bowl of our fresh strawberries, or perhaps a dish of chocolate pudding. We're also offering today a slice of our delicious cheesecake, a bowl of fresh blueberries, and today's special dessert, a piece of our chocolate surprise cake. You can also have a dish of chocolate or vanilla ice cream.
Everything looks delicious.
Everything looks so good I can't decide. I think I'd like a piece of apple pie and a cup of coffee.
All right. And how about you?
Let me have a bowl of strawberries, please, and a glass of milk.
You know what? Those strawberries look very good. I don't think I want a piece of apple pie. Let me have a bowl of strawberries, too.
All right.
Can you tell me about the chocolate surprise cake?
Certainly. It's a chocolate cake with big chunks of chocolate and a layer of strawberry jam in the middle with a delicious chocolate frosting.
It sounds wonderful. Please give me a piece of the chocolate surprise cake and a cup of tea, please.
That chocolate surprise cake sounds fantastic.
It really is excellent. Do you want to have that instead of a bowl of strawberries?
Yes, I think so.
The cake sounds magnificent, but I'm pretty full. Do you want to share your piece with me, and I can give you some of my strawberries?
Well, I really don't want any strawberries today.
You know what? Forget my bowl of strawberries. I'd like a piece of the chocolate surprise cake, too.
Okay. And what can I get for you?
I can't decide between a slice of cheesecake and a dish of vanilla ice cream. Have the cheesecake. It looks very good. Let me have a slice of the cheesecake, please, and a cup of coffee.
Okay. So that's 3 pieces of chocolate surprise cake, a slice of cheesecake, 2 cups of coffee, a cup of tea, and a glass of milk.
You know what? That cheesecake looks so delicious.
Uh-oh. Guess what? It's 1:30.
1:30, we have to get back to the office.
But what about the chocolate surprise cake?
I'm very sorry. We're going to have to leave. Could we have the check, please?
No desserts? No, I'm afraid not. We're running late. Okay.
That's too bad. The chocolate surprise cake looked delicious.
The cheesecake looked good, too.
I really wanted a cup of coffee.
I really wanted a cup of tea and a piece of that chocolate surprise cake.
It's time once again for the world's favorite cooking program, Cooking with Stanley. So get your pots and pans ready because the world's favorite chef is really cooking today. Here's Stanley.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Cooking with Stanley. Today, we're going to prepare my special recipe for vegetable stew. I call it Stanley's Vegetable Stew. It's very delicious, and it's easy and fun to make. First, put a little butter into a saucepan. Here's the butter. Not too much, just a little. Okay, next, chop up a few onions. Not too many onions, just a few. Chop, 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 just like this. There we are. Now I'm going to cut up a few potatoes. Be careful when you cut. Don't cut your fingers. And there we have the potatoes. Next, I'm going to pour in a little wine. Don't pour in too much wine. Too much wine is bad for the stew. That's enough, I think. Now, slice a few carrots. Don't these carrots look delicious? They're from my garden. Slice, slice, slice. There we go, into the stew. Next, add a little salt. You know, my doctor says that too much salt is bad for your health. She's right. So don't add too much salt, just a little. Now we chop up a few mushrooms. I love mushrooms, don't you? Chop, chop, chop. There we go, little mushrooms into the stew. Now, I'm going to slice a few tomatoes. Don't use small tomatoes. Try to find big red tomatoes like these. These are also from my garden. And finally, add a little pepper. Don't add too much pepper, just a little. A little pepper gives the stew a wonderful flavor. And now our vegetable stew is ready to cook. Cover the saucepan. Make sure the lid is tight. Cook for 3 hours. And then enjoy. So that's our recipe for Stanley's vegetable stew. You're going to love it. It's easy to make, and everybody says it's out of this world. Until next time, this is Stanley saying so long and happy cooking!
I'd like a hamburger, please.
I'd like a hot dog, please.
I'd like a sandwich, please.
I'd like a taco, please.
I'd like a bowl of chili, please.
I'd like a slice of pizza, please.
I'd like a donut, please.
I'd like a bagel, please.
I'd like a muffin, please. Hi, Maria. How are you today? I just had breakfast. I had a glass of orange juice, a bowl of cereal, and a muffin. At 12 noon, I'm going to have lunch. For lunch, I usually have a sandwich and a glass of milk. Our family's big meal of the day is dinner. We usually eat at about 6 p.m. We usually have meat, chicken, or fish, rice or potatoes, and vegetables. How about you? When do you usually eat? What do you have? What's your big meal of the day?
Hi, Glenn. It's the middle of the afternoon here. Our family just had our big meal of the day. Today we had meat, potatoes, and vegetables. For breakfast, I usually have a roll and a cup of hot chocolate. We don't have a big dinner in the evening. We usually have a snack early in the evening and a light supper at about 9:30.
Listen and match the products and the prices. 1.
Attention food shoppers. Thank you for shopping at Save Right Supermarket. Crispy cereal is on sale this week. A box of crispy cereal is only $3.49. $3.49 is a very good price for crispy cereal. So buy some today.
Two.
Attention shoppers! Right now in the bakery section, whole wheat bread is on sale. Buy a loaf of whole wheat bread for only $2.75. That's right, just $2.75. The bread is hot and fresh. So come to the bakery section and get a loaf now.
3.
Thank you for shopping at Sunny Supermarket. We have a special low price on orange juice today. A quart of orange juice is only $1.79. Orange juice is in aisle 5, next to the milk.
Four.
Hello, food shoppers. It's 95 degrees today. It's a good day for Sorelli's ice cream. Sorelli's ice cream comes in vanilla, chocolate, and other delicious flavors. And today, a pint of Sorelli's ice cream is only $3.25.
5.
Welcome to Bartley's Supermarket. We have a special today on bananas. You can buy bananas for only 40 cents a pound. Bananas are good for you. So walk over to our fruit section and buy a bunch of bananas today.
People in different places shop for food in different ways. These people shop for food at an open market. This person buys a fresh loaf of bread every day at this bakery. These people go to a big supermarket once a week. Where do people shop for food in countries you know? Where do you shop for food?